Hi everybody, it's Gloria and I am back to show you a tutorial, my first ever on YouTube, for making these pretty little gift bags that I showed previously on my Friday Fun video. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to make this one. First of all, I have a little template here that I'm going to show you from, and then I'll actually show you a bag. So this one, particular one that I made that measures 4.5 by 6, starts from with a paper that measures 8 by 10. And I don't know if you can see that well enough, but anyway, so what you start is with a blank piece of paper, and it can be double-sided or not. It's entirely up to you. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your you're going to score your paper first, and you're going to go in 1 inch, and you're going to score it 1 inch from both sides. So you're going to score it 1 inch and at 7 inches. Okay, so you'll have 1 inch space on both sides. Then you're going to turn your paper horizontally, and you're going to score at, oh, I guess it's this way, because I have it written here in case you can't see it, at 4.5, and then you're going to score at 5.5. So there's a 1 inch space between the two. You can see that there on this white paper. Okay, then you're going to end up with, you're going to snip this little edge here, and you're going to go up from your edge to the 1 inch score mark, just the two sides. So you'll end up with these cute little squares and then 4 flaps. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to, first of all, if you are going to have any flat embellishments on your bag, on your purse, such as die cuts, doilies, stickers, or you're going to layer or mat some paper on there, anything like that, this would be a good time to do it. Making sure that you don't interfere with the crease lines and where the folding is going to happen. Okay, so if you're not going to do that, for example, for example, with this bag that I made, I adhered this after the bag was put together. So, I mean, you can do it. It's just a little tricky. But then all of this I did once the bag was assembled. So, the purse. I keep calling it bag. Anyway. Okay, so then you're going to do is you're going to flip these in, and you're going to use adhesive on here, on just the inside of this square. Okay? And then you're going to fold this up, and you're going to glue that to there. And same thing with this one. You'll make it into that. You'll start getting that box shape. Okay, and you'll glue this to that. The little square into the first flap. Then you're going to pull up your other flap. And you're going to put some adhesive on here, on both sides of this, on the 1 inch flap. And you're going to move it up and then seal it. And what I do usually is I put it on its side like this, and then I run my hands in there and get it nice and glued. Okay, both sides. So then there's your, essentially there's your purse. Then you're going to add your eyelets. And I'm sorry, I've done this a million times already, and for some reason or another it wasn't working out. So here's the shape. And I am doing this as my Friday Fun video as well, because I'm using all kinds of paper for my stacks. This particular one comes from the Recollections Charming paper stack. Okay. So I'm going to use that just to show you. This is one of many. So now I need to put in my eyelets. Okay, so what I did is I used my crocodile. And first, before I go any further with that, okay. So you'll notice on this one I did the eyelets, right? I did just the one handle. And on my first one that I made, I had the 2 straps, and so it's the 2 handles here. This route, using this size of purse, uses about 20 inches of ribbon per handle. So it's about 40 inches of ribbon. That's a lot of ribbon. And I just figured I could better use that ribbon by decorating the cards, by decorating the outside of the purse, instead of just having it be just a handle. So that was my reasoning. I did this the way I learned it, and then the second one I played with it a little bit and thought, I don't have that much ribbon, so I made it this way with the one handle. And I kind of like that because, like I said, it's a little bit it saves you a little bit as far as the ribbon goes. Okay, so here we are with our eyelets. We're going to put these in. And I just used the bigger of the 2 holes. Okay, and just, I don't know, just guesstimated, oops, where it should go. You can, it doesn't have to be perfect. If you do want it to be perfect, you can definitely measure before you assemble the bag, the purse, and find how you want to do that. Decide what measurement you want. It doesn't matter. And then obviously if you're going to use a thicker ribbon, I would suggest using wider brads. Okay, if you're going to use thinner ribbon, I think these, I don't know what size these are, to be honest. I would use a smaller brad if you're going to use thinner ribbon. Okay. All right, so there you go. So now you've got your eyelets in, you're ready to strand your ribbon through. So I've already done that with this one. And again, another paper from, this one is from the, oh gosh darn. Ooh, I don't know if it's Life's Journey or the Ancestry.com. Actually, it is the Ancestry.com, I believe. Okay, so I've gone ahead and done that. I've stranded through my ribbon, and this is a thin, just a thin sheer ribbon. And what you do is you put it through, and then you loop a knot in it like so. Okay? And then you go through and you do the same thing on this side. And since I know that I'm just going to use these for card sets, I'm not going to put anything real heavy in here. This light strand ribbon will work okay. If you are planning to, you know, use it for something else rather than that, maybe use them as just gift bags or something, then you might not want to use it. But see, you just tie that, and then what I did also to make them a little bit more sturdy, and I'm not going to show you this in this video, but is I just cinched the edges at the bottom of my knot just to give it a little bit more stability and to make that edge of that ribbon really tough so that it can't go through the little eyelet. Okay, so there we go, ready to stuff our cards in there. And then this is also ready to decorate first and foremost. So, like I did here on this one, I did use this scalloped edge, some paper, double-sided paper, and it added lace and flowers. I originally thought of this as like, obviously just for the card sets. And then I thought this would make good little party favors if you made them even smaller. And I don't have the dimensions for that, but I thought about it. And I thought even like a quinceañera or a teen birthday. These would make cute little gift bags if you're giving something kind of small, even like a gift card or some money and some candy or something like that. Now I wanted to show you and actually make on this video one using a full 12 by 12 paper. The other one we made was 8 by 10. This one is 12 by 12. And I'll show you how to do the gluing. It's the exact same thing. It's just a little bit bigger. And the dimensions for this one are, if you're using a full sheet of 12 by 12 paper, is you're going to score at 2 inches and at 10 inches. Okay? And then you'll turn your paper horizontally and you're going to score at 5.5. Let me make sure. Oh, I'm sorry. 5.5 and, oh, I'm sorry, 5 inches and then at 7 inches. Okay? So you'll have a 2-inch space between the two. So 5 inch and 7 inches. Okay, then you're going to have the 2 little squares and then the 4 flaps. And depending on what you're going to use it for, that would determine which adhesive you would need. Like I mentioned before, I just used my tape runner and it holds just fine. This one is going to be a little bit bigger, and I might, you know, use it to put perfume or, you know, body lotions and body washes and things like that. Even, you know, jewelry and stuff like that. So you might want to use, so you could use your ATG. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this one. And if you really wanted more stability, you could use your sticky tape, the double-sided tape. Okay, so then you're going to move this, bring this up, and you're going to make this into a square. Like so, and then you're just going to glue that there. Same with this. Okay, and then we've got our 2 flaps we're going to need to put our adhesive on. And you could, before you assemble it, before you get to this stage, even when it's still flat, you could scallop the edges of it. I haven't done that yet, but I meant to do it with one of these, and I didn't. So I just lay it on its side like that, and then do the same thing on this side. Okay, voila. Okay, now we're ready for our eyelets, and you're back at, you know, looping your ribbon through. So I didn't pull out my bigger eyelet, so I'm sorry. But this is the basis of it, and see how much bigger that is. So you could actually fit all kinds of goodies in this one, as opposed to the littler one, or even do cards that size and maybe do like a dozen different cards or something like that. With envelopes, they'd fit. So those are this is my tutorial on how to make these paper purses. I'm sure you guys could come up, the possibilities on this are endless, of, you know, how to decorate it, what to use them for, the dimensions, etc., etc. I'll post those dimensions on my blog, so you have those, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.